What is going on out there? Today, just get over some of these supplements I take. Are they worth it? Are they not worth it? Should we not take them? Well, I got a bunch of them back here somewhere. All these you can either get on Amazon or at your local GNC. Now, let's get into what these all are and when I take them and when I don't take them. Starting out, there's going to be only two I take on a regular basis, and that is going to be the whey protein and the daily vitamin. What's the difference between this whey and that whey? This has no creatine in it. This has 3 grams of creatine in it. So I need to hit a goal of, well, approximately 5 grams of creatine a day is what people recommend. So if I am working out that day, I am definitely trying to hit that 5 grams of creatine in that day. So I will be using the one with the creatine in it. And then my foods through the rest of the day are going to be achieving the rest of that creatine. This, on my days I'm not working out, I still need to hit my goals of my proteins in a day, grams of protein in a day, which is recommended, they say, is 1 gram per lean body mass. So what your doctors recommend you weigh. That's what the gist of it, at your size, the height, and age, what they recommend. That's your lean body mass. All right, so after that, I talk about creatine. I do have a supplement of creatine, and I do that when I'm using something like the Legend pre-workout. I'll put 5 grams in there. If I am going to, and if I do that on my workout, then I go back to this. For the rest of the day, my supplement of whey protein would be non-creatine. I recommend your whey protein on a daily, for me, I should say, and I do a daily vitamin. That's right, I said a daily vitamin. And these are the two which I take on a daily rate. Daily rate, one of these and this. And the reason is because I'm supplementing my diet. That's the whole point of supplements, is to supplement what I'm not getting. And I know this works because my hair and nails, they grow when I'm taking this. You're going to find some people out there who say a daily vitamin does nothing for you. Maybe for them, but for this guy, oh, yeah, they can get something of it. I know it works for me when it comes to growing my hair and my nails. So I'm getting some kind of benefit from that. Getting into something I am not going to be recommending to a bunch of people, and I don't take because I think it's defeating the purpose of when we are trying to get stronger and muscle growth. We want water in our body. We want water in that muscles. And that's what creatine does. It actually creates so to get more water in your muscles. So people will see on the scale, which you stand on, you'll see sometimes a 5 to 6 pound increase in your weight, but it's not fat. It's just getting water retained into your muscles. That's the concept of creatine, is to be able to get that flow of nutrients and vitamins and minerals and everything in your body so you can get the benefits of it. So that is why I actually start using creatine, because I like that concept of getting it in there. Thermogenic is the opposite. It wants to remove water throughout your body. It makes you sweat. Some people claim that it takes water from your muscles. And if any of that is true, I know people will talk about it making you sweat, the concept of a thermogenic, then I don't want it. I want water in my body when I'm trying to grow and get back into shape and all that. The only person I could think of who would want to do thermogenics would maybe be a wrestler who's about to make weight and he's been trying to sweat all of it off, and then here he is and take something like that and help him maybe sweat a little bit more. Other than that, I really don't know. Maybe some bodybuilders do it before a show. I have no idea, but that's one I'm not highly into. I'm not taking this on a daily. I tried this. I used it so I could talk about it and say that I've tried it. I tried it for several weeks now, and I don't want anything to do with it. This tastes great. It's great, but GNC, $60 for this thing and 21 servings? Are you kidding me? No, I'm sorry. No, I don't want to deal with that. I tried it. So next thing in here is going to be the focus. Focus, that's a part of my mental health part of my supplements. Focus, actually, that's what they did it for and named it that way, is to help your mind get focused. It's not about opening up my veins or growth of my muscles or anything like that. It's to help my mind get a little bit more focused. So I actually find this works for me. It does. I get a little more concentrated, which I'm doing. I can think a little bit clearer. For me, this works. All right. Remember, everything out here from one person to the next is going to be different because every human body is different. And we have to accept that and understand that you can go take a supplement somebody's taking and it just doesn't work out for you. And that just means you need to move on and try something different. It doesn't mean that it didn't work for the other person who was talking about it. This, getting right into it, so we don't stay all day long on talking about these, this is going to be the size, and that's the series of the Ghost brand. So it's called Size. It already has 5 grams of creatine in it, and this is a pre-workout type supplement. So if you're going to be doing the creatine 5 grams a day and you're trying to do that, do not go and use one of these two. All right. Go ahead and do, when you're supplementing with whey, use one that does not have it in there. That's my recommendation. That's how I do it. Next is going to be pump. Pump is really just supposed to open up your veins, get yourself moving again, getting all that blood flowing in there, which I like using when I work out because I want all the minerals and my whey proteins and all those benefits, amino acids and all that, to get flowing into my muscles. So I do like using the pump on my workout days, not for what other people do it for, is just to see their muscles swell. And that might be all it does. But mentally, it's helping me with the concept that, hey, my veins are being opened up and things can flow better. So that's why I'm doing it. Next is an actual pre-workout. Some have this beta alanine or something like that, which is supposed to help with the vascular stuff and stuff as well. Anyhow, here or there, what is it really doing is giving you energy so you can have a little more energy, and then when you have energy, it makes you have mentally a little more strength. All right. So it does help. It does for me. However, highly going to recommend when you start doing pre-workouts and they come in a powder form like this, do half doses to start. This lit, oh, that stuff, yeah, it lived up to its name. And I did not like that. It was too much. I will use this at half a dose. And but other than that, I can't do the full dose because it doesn't make me feel good. These I also recommend, which is the Legend series of the Ghost brand, is also a pre-workout, has a lot of other stuff in there. But again, it's the focus of it is to get you pumped up so you can have more energy and get a little more excited and be able to do stuff out there. And it does. It works for me. These two, it does. I do my exercise actually a little too fast when I've drank some of these. So if you're watching any of my fat loss program and you see me talking about, hey, I need to slow it down. Well, I have taken more than likely Legend and I'm just ready to go. It does give that to me. Again, I would recommend half the dose before you go into a full recommendation, just so you can see how it's going to affect you. All of these, except for like the whey and the dailies, I recommend starting out half dose, even from a thermal to focus to your size to your pump to your pre-workouts, which is Lit and Legend. The reason I use these is because you can get these on Amazon or at GNC. Yes, these are GNC things, but this is what most people have access to. There's plenty of other supplements out there that do the same stuff. You can look them up, watch other people. I don't have any reviews on the other companies. I just use what is local and easy for me to get. Thank you. I love you guys for being out here. I love doing this. Hopefully you guys get some information out of this. I'll check you on the next one. And before I get out of here, we always got to do some kind of mental note for the day. Remember, it's only you that can stop yourself from realizing there's so many things around you that you can enjoy. You got to slow down for a moment and start looking around you and just realizing a bunch of things around you can entertain you and make you happy. I've lived in all over in different places of the world. I've had the pleasure of living in Hawaii, and I did not take the advantage to enjoy what Hawaii had for me. And a lot of the locals, when I talked to them, they didn't even realize some of the stuff I did. So remember, when you are in a place where you're at, that there's probably great fun and entertainment things to do just where you live. Just slow down and look around and realize there's a bunch of things more likely to do to entertain yourself around where you are at this moment. So I enjoyed you being here. I enjoyed doing this, and I'll check you out.